Today, we're showing you 10 of the best questions to ask to get to know someone. We all know it's not always easy getting to know someone, and if you run out of things to say, many of us fall back on boring small talk questions like, "What do you do for work?" But that's why having a bank of thought-provoking, interesting, and fun questions can be so helpful. So here are 10 of the best getting to know you questions. Question 10. If you could take only 3 items with you to a deserted island, what would they be? This is not only one of the most fun questions to ask to get to know someone, but it also helps you determine what matters most to a person. Are the items they choose based off of survival? Are they personal and sentimental? Or are they both? If they're tactical and functional, the person is likely a go-getter who cares most about getting ahead. If they're personal and sentimental, the person probably cares a lot about the people that they love and the experiences that they've had. So listen carefully to their items and try to determine what they say about the person and their values. Question 9. If you had to choose to live without one of your 5 senses, which one would you give up? One of their 5 senses will be lost forever, and they have to choose which one. So out of their sight, hearing, taste, smell, and physical touch, which sense could they bear to live without? This question can be difficult to answer because each one of those gives you important information about the world and a different way to enjoy it, like seeing a beautiful view, hearing incredible music, or tasting delicious food. Now, while this question is definitely thought-provoking, it usually turns into a surprisingly interesting conversation. Question 8. What animal best represents you and why? When you ask this question, what you're really asking is what animal shows the most personality traits with you. For example, are they brave and family-oriented like a lion? Are they watchful and independent like a bald eagle? Or are they laid back and friendly but also protective like a dog? So instead of asking something boring like, "What are your personality traits?" use this comparison to animals to get to know them and who they think they are better. Question 7. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and how would you use it? Out of any superhuman ability, which one do they want to have the most? And if they got their power, how would they use it? Do they want to be invisible to stay hidden while they gather information or to break the rules? Do they want to be able to fly to experience more of the world or to fulfill a sense of adventure? Or do they want to have superhuman strength to protect loved ones or to help others? No matter what power they choose, this question helps you get to know the person's innermost desires and whether those are for personal gain, adventure, helping others, or maybe even doing wrong. Question 6. If you could live in any book, TV show, or movie, which would it be? This question isn't just asking what their favorite book, TV show, or movie is. It's really asking what lifestyle do you really want? For example, would they choose the action-packed fictional life of James Bond or Jason Bourne? Would they choose the fun, entertaining comedic life of The Simpsons or South Park? Or would it be a historically significant life like that of The Great Gatsby? By asking this question, you'll learn what lifestyle they would have if all options past, present, real, and fictional were available to them. Question 5. If you were on death row, what would be your final meal? What dish do they love so much that they choose it as their last meal ever? And more importantly, why would they choose that as their final meal? Would they choose their childhood favorite meal like their mother used to make? Or would they choose something extravagant that they didn't get to have often in their life? After they answer, you'll know what one of their favorite meals is, and more importantly, you'll have an idea of what type of experiences, sentimental or luxurious, that they value most. Question 4. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? What's the craziest, most spontaneous, dangerous, or adventurous thing that they've ever done? Was it an extreme sport like skydiving or bungee jumping? Was it spontaneous, like taking a vacation without knowing exactly where they were going? Or was it dangerous or even law-breaking, like jumping off of a roof or shoplifting? Once they answer, you'll get to know something very important about them as a person, the limit of what they are and are not comfortable doing. Question 3. If your house was burning and you could only save one item, what would it be and why? With this question, You'll not only find out what important item they would save from a fire, but you'll also get an idea of what values the person displays by choosing the item. Is the item that they choose the one with the greatest physical value, or is it the one with the deepest personal significance? Whatever they choose, this question will tell you whether they value things or memories more, and what specific thing or memory they value the most. Question 2. If you could have dinner with any one person, living or dead, who would they be, and why? Who would they choose to have a conversation with over dinner? Would it be someone that they greatly admire? Someone that they once knew and miss? Or someone that they're curious about in intimate detail? After they tell you who they'd like to eat with, you'll understand more about their desires and what people they valued or despised throughout their life or throughout history. Question 1. Which 1900s era would you travel back to? If they got the chance, would they travel back to see the free love of the 1970s? Would it be the prohibition and speakeasies of the 1920s? Or maybe it would be the era of their own childhood. After they tell you, ask, what about that era specifically makes them want to travel back? Is it the music, the clothing, the economy, or the political situation? When you know not only the period that they would go to, but also what they value most from that period, you'll have a surprisingly better picture of that person and who they really are. There's the 10 best questions to ask to get to know someone. Use them next time the conversation gets dull or you're stuck in a boring small talk rut. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let us know and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to click and subscribe. And while you're here, why not check out these other powerful videos? Thank you for watching. Wait, guys. Get the unknown secrets of women that have been kept hidden from us for the past 5,000 years. If you struggle to attract girls, then I have some great recommendations for you. More than 1,000 men have already bought this. So what are you waiting for? Just buy it and leave your feedback in the comment section after reading this guide. Check the pinned comment and video description for buying links.